It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so this is a follow-up video to a fight that took place last month, to also a video that I made about this fight before it took place last month, between a fighter that I'm really a big fan of, and that's none other than the Prince himself, Kento Hatanaka. Now, I've been a fan of Kento Hatanaka for 4 years now, ever since I seen him fight on the undercard of Kento Hatanaka versus Jonathan Gonzalez about 4 years ago. I stayed up to like 3 or 4 in the morning to watch that fight, and he was on the undercard, and I became a fan of his. And then I also went to his gym out in Japan, and I seen him train, and I wound up liking it even more. So I'm following him even now more intently than ever. And this fight with Akira Hoshuyama was a big fight in his career because Hoshuyama was a 9-0 undefeated fighter. It was an even fight going in, and a lot of people thought that this was going to be his toughest fight, and it was. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch the fight because there was like no way to watch it in the States, and also very few people seen it, I guess, because I went on Twitter. I was trying to follow it on Twitter. Only like 2 people watched it from that were on Twitter, I guess, and by all accounts, it seemed to be a very close fight because the scores indicate that. Hatanaka scored a very close unanimous decision victory. 2 judges scored at 115-112. 1 judge had it 114-113. So a razor close UD win for Kento Hatanaka. But some people thought that he may have lost that fight because apparently Akira Hoshuyama put a beating on him in parts of that fight. So I don't know, but if the fight ever does pop up, that'd be nothing short of phenomenal. But it's a big one in his career. It's a big step in his career towards the world title path and becoming the next line in a long line of Japanese fighters that are making a big name for themselves in boxing right now. Hold on, guys. Let me put my charger in the plug right quick. But a lot of Japanese fighters are making a name for themselves right now. Obviously Nagoya Inoue is making a massive name for himself. Kenshiro, Subaru Murata is a prospect making a name for himself. But he's trying to throw his name into that mix of Japanese fighters that are trying to become champion, right? And this one was huge for him against Hoshuyama because now he won the WBO Asia Pacific Flyweight title, which is a regional belt. And there's different regional belts that are exclusive to different parts of the world. If you win one, generally it means you're going to get ranked in the top 15. So with this win and with this victory over Hoshuyama, Kento Hatanaka enters the WBO rankings. He has officially, you can go on boxingscene.com and go to the rankings part right now and go to flyweight. He is now officially the number 15 ranked flyweight in the world. So now he's someone that he's not just some sort of Japanese fighter folklore I'm making up. He's someone that now is a ranked contender. And I think he's going to be someone that we see in a real interesting fight. There's a lot of interesting fights out there for Kento Hatanaka. If you look at Galal Yafai is someone that is very highly touted by Matchroom Boxing Eddie Hearn. And I'll make a video about this later on. But Matchroom Boxing did recently strike up a big partnership with Rakuten, and they're trying to and they're gonna be doing 3 shows a year in Japan starting next year. And I believe Eddie Hearn said starting in January. So now they're trying to enter the Japanese market. And I feel like if you're trying to enter the Japanese market, one of the natural fights to make in Japan for one of your fighters, I think would be Galal Yafai versus Kento Hatanaka. It's a great fight. Galal won a gold medal. He definitely has a pro style. He can box really well and move really well. But Kento, I think, would definitely offer some danger to him. He's got a really good right hand, can box very well. But his defense, as we can see from the pictures in his last fight and some of his other fights as well, where there is footage, his defense could use some work. So I think that's a good fight to make. If you look a little further up the rankings, this guy is not. I don't think this guy's a flyweight anymore because his last fight was at 115. But if he can get down to flyweight, Kento Hatanaka versus Anthony Olascuaga is a great fight to make. Olascuaga has made a name for himself in Japan now. He had that great fight with Kenshiro. His last fight, he beat Giamel Magramo, who is a tough Filipino fighter, right? So I think that would be an amazing fight in Japan. There's definitely options out here for Kento Hatanaka to make a splash in the flyweight division, but he is someone that I've thought for years. I mean, obviously there's still some chinks in the armor that he needs to correct, and I think he still needs to develop a bit more. But he's ranked. He's a ranked fighter now, so now there's no turning back. You know, as Gervonta Davis would say, there ain't no safety on this Glock no more. You got to go and you got to fight the top guys. So you know, you got Christopher Rosales, Ricardo Sandoval. There's definitely some good fights out there with Kento Hatanaka, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he could do in the weight class. It is also worth noting, right, that Hiroto Kyoguchi is in this weight class. Now, Kyoguchi is not ranked currently in the WBO rankings. However, Kyoguchi is ranked in the IBF rankings, and Kyoguchi is ranked in the WBA rankings, and he's ranked in the WBC rankings. So he's pretty much ranked everywhere except the WBO. Kyoguchi versus Kento Hatanaka, I feel, would be another great fight for Japanese boxing. You know, Kyoguchi's been champion in a low weight class. He's trying to make his name in a higher weight class. Kyoguchi still needs to prove himself, and I think Kento is still a little bit, you know, inexperienced enough to where he could get over the hump against him, even though it is still a dangerous fight for Kyoguchi. So that fight makes a lot of sense too. And mind you, I mean, the way Japanese boxing is set up is your gym is your promoter, right? They have a stake in you as a promoter. So Kento Hatanaka's promoter is his dad, pretty much. Hatanaka Boxing Gym is his promoter. So if he were to fight Kyoguchi, it would be Hatanaka Boxing Gym versus the Watanabe Boxing Gym. And the Watanabe Boxing Gym is where like boxers like Ryoichi Taguchi is from. The Shinjioka brothers are from that gym. You know, a lot of great fighters came out that gym. So good little regional rivalry there. There's just no shortage of options for him. And now that he's fully ranked as a flyweight, the flyweight division, the plot thickens and it gets more and more interesting. So yeah, that's the news, man. That's my little follow-up video. Kento Hatanaka wins a very, very tough UD, razor close UD against Akira Hoshuyama to win the WBO Asia Pacific, or the WBO Asia Pacific title, and he has officially cracked the top 15, coming in at number 15 in the WBO flyweight rankings. And there should be bigger fights on the horizon for Nagoya, Japan's favorite son, and the son of former WBC champion himself, Kiyoshi Hatanaka. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.